Hey, it's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guests for this segment is Alina and Rudy. Welcome to the show, Alina
Thank you.
and Rudy. And what are we talking about today, folks?
We are talking about our new gym that we just opened up about a year ago.
So we got about a year anniversary. Is it coming up or is it just
Coming
passed?
up, December.
Coming up. It's in December.
Yes.
And where's this place located?
It is right across from Tower Theater. Our address is 814 East Olive. It's where the old Valentino's used
Where
to
the
be.
old Valentino's. Okay. Well, this is kind of new to the tower, isn't it? I don't think there's any other
It is.
gyms down here, right?
Not at all.
So you're it.
I'm it.
Good. How did you get to be it?
Well, I came across the idea of opening up my own gym, and now the next step was location.
Okay.
So I live about 10 minutes from here, so I wanted something sort of close. We looked downtown, but it was growing rapidly, and parking was an issue. Our next stop was Tower. We found some empty locations, and
Right.
then we came across.
Okay, we would be you, Alina, and
No, actually,
not
it
him.
is not
I knew
Rudy.
it was not him.
No, not
Okay.
Rudy. It's me, my sister, who are business partners, and then my parents are the investors.
The investors?
So we were shopping around, and then we came across that location, and we thought that's it.
Yeah, but Rudy's involved somehow, right?
Now, Rudy is involved because him and his team is what got me here today.
Rudy, why don't you tell us about, okay, so now the gym is almost a year old. Alina's been doing this for about 10 years, but she's only been about 2 years really getting into the serious stuff. And that had something to do with her beating you, right? Is that the way I heard the story, right?
A little bit. She
Okay.
got the she. I'm sure she's always wanted to do this on her own.
Okay.
And she started coming to our fitness classes, and she talked to her mom, and they wanted to make a business out of her hobby. So that's when they started looking for locations, and they found it. So I play a tiny, small tiny piece to the puzzle, and I'm mainly here for support.
Are you here for support?
Yes.
She's worth supporting, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
The thing is, what a lot of people don't realize, they think about gym, okay, I sign up for a gym membership and I go for 2 or 3 weeks and then for the rest of the year I can tell everybody I belong to a gym, right? But being a part of a gym, particularly like a neighborhood gym, can mean so much more to the members and the participants. Not only do they have availability to personal fitness stuff, but like they have classes too. You got classes there, right?
Classes every day.
What kind of classes do you got?
So we do a combination of HIIT training or cardio,
Okay.
HIIT, and strength training. So we combine them both. And I have a lot of members who, being that we're not a big commercial gym, it's more of a personal connection that you get. You get
Right.
their life story, you get their history. So it's more of a one-on-one.
But for what people also don't realize is when they go to a gym, if it's if they got 50,000 members and they sign up and the person takes through and says, okay, you're going to do somebody on this and somebody on this and somebody on this, and you're set and ready to go. And what you're offering is much more important to the members. Actually, you give them something that money can't buy in a membership, and having that community neighborhood gym atmosphere, that personal one-on-one, because everybody's a little bit different.
They are.
We're not all the same, and that's important. So in the year that you've been there, is there what's been the thing that stood out in your mind most significant for this last year for you?
To be honest, when I opened up the gym, I wanted people like myself who already knew fitness, who were able to lift heavy weights. What I got was total opposite. I got older clientele, and then beginners, like very beginning to fitness. So it was a challenge for me at the beginning. But when I had a 65-year-old woman come to me, and she's been coming to me for a couple months, and she told me she couldn't run. So walking is what we did. And then after about a month and a half, she was able to jog.
Cool.
So it kind of opened up new things for me. I'm just like, wow, I don't want people like myself.
There you go. See, the thing is that what a lot of people don't realize is the people that do this and commit to it, it's not just about getting a little more buff or having a little more strength or whatever. It's about total life changes. And that's an awesome business to be in, where you can see people, they come in and they say, here's my thing, and you go, not a problem, here we're going to do this, and you work with them, and then you watch them change. It's got to be really fulfilling to do that.
It is. At first, it was very challenging, and I was like, oh man, she's gonna come today. But then after a while, after seeing that change, I'm like, this is why I was supposed to do it. This is the reason right here is why I was supposed to do this gym.
And you're located here in the tower.
Here in Tower.
For all us tower people,
Yes.
and for people beyond.
Yes.
Because the tower's kind of centrally located. You know, you can get here pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get a good feel, a good workout, and even Rudy shows up now and then. Yeah. He's the support, right?
Yes.
But you're there to work with him.
Of course.
And that's an awesome thing. It's awesome because it's a that you had the courage and the confidence to step out and do this as a business commitment, but it's also awesome that the changes that you're bringing to people's life. So what's the name of this place again?
District Fitness.
District Fitness. Down in the tower. That's the logo you see up there on the screen. But if you happen to be in the tower or in the Fresno area, or maybe even a little outside the area, it's probably worth taking the time to come down to the tower to look up District Fitness. Excuse me, tripping over my tongue, because it is life-changing. Once again, how do we get a hold of you? By phone?
By phone number, by social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. Either way of form of communication, we can get to you.
District Fitness.
Yes.
That's it. Alina, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Rudy, thanks for helping her out and for being on the show.
Thank you.
I'll see you when we come back.
Sorry. Here we go. Dig, dig. Woo!
Contact David Sprinkle at Century 21 Denton Realty to buy this beautiful home in Yosemite Lakes Park. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and over 2,900 square feet. Dave can help you with your real estate needs in Fresno, Madera, and Mariposa counties and surrounding areas. When you need a realtor, call Dave Sprinkle at 559-285-9785.
At Laulea Travels, we strive to make your vacation experience as relaxing as possible. From the time you start dreaming about it to the time you're sharing your vacation photos with your friends and coworkers. Our vow is to treat your vacation as if it were our own. If personal service, attention to detail, and years of travel experience are important to you, then let Laulea Travels plan your next dream vacation. Visit lauleatravels.com or call 559-360-1933.
Looking for work? Tired of minimum wage? For as low as $200, become certified as a forklift driver at the Certified Forklift Training Center. Call 559-325-8097 or visit cftc.net.
The Saga of Bridget and Amanda by Carol Love Forbes brings to life the struggles of historical women in early America. Find the Saga of Bridget and Amanda on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and order your copy today.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Tell us about this.
Okay, so this listing is over in Woodward Lakes.
Ooh,
it is
nice.
at 10595 North Seacrest in the 93730. It is a quick walk to the clubhouse where you have a Junior Olympic sized pool, clubhouse facilities, gym, and those views you just saw of the lake.
Right.
This home has been completely remodeled downstairs. You see the nice kitchen.
Yeah, it's
Very
nice.
custom kitchen, lifetime warranty on the cabinets, granite, beautiful, gorgeous granite in the kitchen counters, newer bathrooms. It's actually vinyl plank flooring that can withstand a lot more, puppy scratches. There's,
It is
it doesn't-
family friendly.
It
as
is
they say.
family friendly, exactly.
And that's a good thing.
Yes. It has a gorgeous pool in the backyard,
We
3
saw
bedrooms,
that,
2
yeah.
baths, 1,624 square feet
Nice
on a
size home.
corner cul-de-sac lot
Ooh,
in a gated community.
that sounds like a prime piece of property.
I think so.
What's the asking on that, eh?
The listing price is $375,000.
Cool. That's a great price for it. Once again, the address on that place.
That is 10595 North Seacrest Avenue in Fresno, 93730.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
It's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Miguel Arias. Did I pronounce that correct?
That's right.
Miguel, welcome to the show. Actually, I should say welcome back to the show. I had you on during the primary season.
Yeah.
Now we're in the big leagues, the real game. But before we get into the stuff we're going to talk about, I want to take a minute. You were telling me before we went on camera that as a younger person, you had some time in Washington, D.C. working with the government. Tell us about that.
Yeah, absolutely. In my early 20s, I was a congressional staffer.
Really?
In Washington, D.C. for Congressman Cal Dooley at that time, who represented the Central Valley and the Fresno area.
Uh-huh.
And as I was telling you, I was there during 9/11, before and after, and I saw the dramatic shift in security procedures and just the environment overall.
That made a big change in how our country is.
Yeah, it fundamentally shifted everything. When I was there, I was the staffer for the Bipartisan Committee on Immigration Reform, and we were scheduled to announce an agreement for immigration reform that we had reached between both houses and the president.
That's going back.
Yeah, on September 12th, we were going to announce. And September 11th occurred, and unfortunately, and rightfully so, everything shifted.
Everything shifted, yeah.
Everything shifted. So, it's...
Wow, that's awesome. You got that experience behind you. Now let's fast forward to today. You're the CIO of the
Fresno Unified School District,
and you're on the college board.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Since when I was in D.C., the first major water drought occurred in the Central Valley, so I was asked to come back and lead the food relief efforts for the farm workers had been unemployed for months. And so I came home to do that.
Right.
And then I spent some time at City Hall working for Council President Blong Zhang at that time. And after that I was recruited to come work for Fresno Unified and help turn around the fifth largest school district, the fourth largest in the state of California.
When you came in, didn't they?
They did. We were on the brink of bankruptcy.
Not so much anymore now.
Our graduation rates were at 60%. Now we're at 84%.
Yeah.
Our finances are in strong order. We've been building schools for the last few years. We have built, Gaston Middle School in West Fresno, Van Pal Elementary. Over the next few months, we start construction on our new Juan Felipe Herrera Elementary School in Southeast Fresno.
Tell me about that.
Yeah,
that's great. So now we're moving up a little bit. We're looking to represent District 3, right?
Yeah, absolutely. In my experience over the last 4 years on the State Center Community College Board, we'll be investing about $500 million in building new college campuses and expanding our current ones in our 4-county area. We're actually building 2 new campuses in South Fresno. One dedicated to first responders, police, fire, and paramedics in Southeast Fresno. Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we've set aside $50 million to build a state-of-the-art college campus in Southeast Fresno for our first responders.
That's great.
Yeah, and in the southwest part, we're building a brand new campus. Now it's nearly $100 million campus in West Fresno, across from Gaston Middle School that we opened up about 5 years ago. And that's really what drove my interest in the city council is, as a school system and education, our job is to educate our kids irrespective of where they start from, and provide them the opportunities and skill set to go into the job market. But what we have found over the years is we've also been tasked with the responsibility of safety, and more every year.
And that's become a great issue. I mean, a great big issue nowadays.
Absolutely, and it's become a significant financial responsibility for school systems. In Fresno Unified, we probably spend about $3.5 million a year in paying for police officers. At State Center, we're spending about $1 million. And what we've noticed over time is that we're not hiring police officers to monitor what's on campus. We're hiring them to protect the campus from the neighborhoods.
From the neighborhood, yeah.
Yeah, so that's really what interests my run in the city council.
So
was
moving to out into the neighborhood now. Let's get it there before it gets to the campus.
Absolutely, in order for us to turn around a city with the highest concentration of poverty nationally, you have to change the significant industry that's around us. And I think, unfortunately, poverty has been a huge industry for so long that now we're trying to make that industry education.
Yeah.
In West Fresno specifically, we'll be opening the new educational corridor where kids can go from Head Start at EOC to a college campus right in their own neighborhood.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, but to do that and to really have a change, we have to make sure that neighborhoods around the college campus are built with mixed income. They're safe.
They've got a financial foundation, and they can support themselves in a way that is congruent with what you want to see in the local school district and stuff.
Yeah, you know, what we want is to create an environment where it feels like a community college neighborhood, where there's senior housing, student housing, mixed income housing, market rate housing, affordable housing, all within the same area. So you can bring retail, commercial, and if it would feel more like you would see in North Fresno. And I think that's what our residents deserve.
I think so too. That's great. You know, I'm not going to tell you all that, but I'm old enough to remember where I used to live. We had a real tight community feeling, you know, and Fresno's grown so much, so fast that in so many different ways that a lot of that it kind of got out of control, didn't it?
Yeah, you know what you find in our district, in District 3, is it's the only district in the city of Fresno that's urban, rural, and suburb. Okay. So we're actually about 4 major neighborhoods in one district. We have the downtown neighborhood where I've been living and owning there for about 10 years now. We have West Fresno with their historical and traditional elements. Then you have the Tower, South Tower, that has century-old homes.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have the new development in the west of the 99, which is our more subdivision. Century Unified is still the fastest growing district. Absolutely. So what you see in our neighbors and our residences, they all want the same level of attention and investment from City Hall.
And you got a vision for all this, don't you?
We do. We have a vision, but more importantly, we have a plan.
Yeah.
And I think that's what led us to the success in the primary, was that we committed to talking to every neighbor at every corner of the district, in every neighborhood, about their issues. And as a matter of fact, just last night, I was at Century Unified area at the Victoria West Park, talking to neighbors about the condition of their park.
Yeah.
You know, it's our nearest park in that region. It's only about 10 years old.
You're doing a lot of neighborhood walking, aren't you?
A lot, yeah. We're spending right now. We're spending about 7 hours of my day walking door to door.
But that's important that the people get a chance to know you, talk to you, shake your hand, and hear from you personally. What your vision is, what your plan is.
Yeah.
What you want to bring here to open up this part of the community to a greater, more prosperous future, and that's awesome.
Yeah, you know, what we have found in our conversations with neighbors is I like to walk at 2 points of the day. One is in the morning after 10 a.m., because I reach all our retirees that are home, you know, with
a few of us out
playing,
there.
you know, the cable news in the backdrop, right? And then in the evening, when the working class families are coming home, you know, they're like myself, their parents, they're putting kids to do homework, they're making dinner, they're getting ready for the next day of work and school activities. And it's been really an eye-opener for us, is that what people simply want is the same thing that anybody else has.
That's what I was going to ask you. When you're out there meeting the folks in the neighborhoods, what are they telling you?
You know, they're telling me 3 things that have been consistent across the whole district. One is public safety, and not just more police officers. But what they want is when they call 911, they shouldn't be put on hold. And they shouldn't take several minutes to get a response. And when, you know, they call to report a smash and grab or their garage being broken into, it shouldn't take a week to get
It's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment's Anna Marie Avila with Avila's Cancer Fund.
Hi, Steve.
Welcome to the show, Anna Marie.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I'm glad you're here. We were talking before we went on the air. I'm going to ask you again, how is it that you got into this? I mean, obviously, the name of the fund is your family name, so
yes.
Let's kind of lay it out. What's your history?
About 2 years ago, my husband was diagnosed with stage 4 gastric cancer. The time of his diagnosis, we were shocked, of course, but as treatment went on, it was an up and down road. It has been. We found out there wasn't too much for us as far as financial assistance when our insurance started running out. We got put onto COBRA, got very expensive. I started looking into different foundations. There wasn't one locally for gastric cancer.
Right.
We didn't qualify for certain things. A social worker at the facility where my husband gets treated was really trying really hard to help us out. At that time, I noticed that I had to pick between going to work and being at home with my husband. So it was pretty difficult. You know, we had a lot of friends and family that really helped us. So he went into a remission with immunotherapy. So I decided to just put something together.
I'm going to stop you right here, because you know, cancer as a diagnosis is always devastating to a family.
It is,
and it's not just the core family.
No,
it spreads out through the entire family and friends and everything.
It does.
But you know, the fact that you had insurance.
Yes.
but insurance doesn't
It
cover that. Doesn't cover that trip. It
Longevity.
doesn't. Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize. You think, well, okay, if I have something like that, I've got health insurance, I'm good to go. But there's so much more that happens beyond that.
It does.
And they don't know that there's places and things out there where they can look for help and aid.
Yes.
You know, and you found that obviously in your journey.
I
And what
did.
you found was for your husband, unfortunately,
Yeah.
there wasn't a lot
It
out
was
there.
limited.
But there are things out there, and I wanted to kind of get that out there as we move forward with this.
Okay.
Now, your cancer fund, is it specific for gastric cancer?
No.
Okay, it's wide open.
It's
so,
wide open for any type of cancer.
Right.
And we offer grants from $100 to $500. The only thing that we ask for is an application, of course, and a medical form from a physician or a social worker at the facility where they're being treated.
Right.
So with that, and then a
They're
copy
qualified
of their
and
qualified copy of your bill, your mortgage. If you need lodging to go outside of Fresno for testing, we will pay for your hotel that is closest to the facility
Right.
where you're going. And it's usually a one-day trip. So-
Yeah. But
so-
that's awesome, Anna Marie. Now, you've been a formal 501c3 for a little over a year,
Yes,
you said?
yes.
How's that going for you?
It's going really good.
Yeah.
It's going really good. I love it. I love what I do. We're actually have laid the foundation for Ovilus Cancer Fund. We're going to start building on that now and offering more programs, like as far as counseling and other things, maybe group therapy, and we could use the volunteers as well.
All right, well, let's stop right here. Okay, you've been here a year.
Yeah.
And you're growing, and you've got great ideas and goals
Yes,
that you're going to grow
yes.
into, but it's going to take the community to come out and help you out with this.
It is.
So we need volunteers for interns,
yep,
right?
yep.
We need finances, right?
Yep.
But we also need people to show up at a harvest festival. I heard something about coming up
Yeah.
here soon. What is this harvest festival?
It's a chili cook-off and Harvest
Ooh,
Fest.
yeah.
So we're going to have a chili cook-off, chili contestants.
Right.
We have 15 of them. Come, you get a sample. It's $10 to get in. You could get your tickets on Eventbrite, or you could call me at 559-374-8613 if you need to purchase, tickets
Ahead
at our
of time?
office. Yeah, advance tickets.
And where's this going to be held at?
At Woodward Park.
At Woodward Park. Again,
Yeah.
the date?
It's October 20th, and it's from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
That sounds awesome. Now, this is a big fundraiser, right?
It is.
It's important.
It's important.
You
yeah.
need to get some really good chili. Show up for this,
Yep.
this cook off and the
Live
harvest,
band.
live band and stuff. But
Pop-up vendors, Kid Zone.
we could use more vendors for this possibly.
Possibly. We
All
could
right.
use more vendors.
If
yeah.
you're out there and you want to contribute, this would be a good. And not only do you help a good cause, but you get your name out into
Yep.
the community, and that's a good thing also. So that's great. And we got other types of fundraisers going on throughout the year.
I have a Christmas luncheon that I'm going to be doing during Christmas time, and that is all the proceeds are going to go to cancer patients during the holidays for their
Right.
Christmas needs or kids. There's a lot of parents or single parents that are
That's
actually
that's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That really is great.
Yeah.
And so anybody that either a vendor or someone that has something to offer or to financially help support this,
Yep.
or just be a supporter in general.
Just be a supporter in general. I mean, it's a great cause. We always want to partner up with different businesses around the community. This is a great way to give back to really people that really need it.
They do.
They do.
And I thank you for that from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Welcome.
And so we're on social media.
We're on social media. We have a website, ovuluscancerfund.com. That's where the applications, you could download an application, and the medical information form is on there as well.
Okay.
So,
To get a hold of you.
yep.
Anna Marie, thank you again
Thank
for
you.
being on here.
Uh-huh.
This is a way that you can help the community. And I got to tell you, this is a way that the community always needs help. So if it touches your heart, get a hold of Anna Marie, Ovilus Cancer Fund. And I'll see you when we come back.
Vote for Miguel Arias for Fresno City Council in District 3. Over the last decade, Miguel has collaborated with residents, public institutions, and business leaders to improve public safety, increase education access and success, and increase workforce training and jobs. As Fresno City Councilman, Miguel Arias will build upon this track record of success. Learn more at miguelariasforcouncil.com.
This message is paid for and approved by Miguel Arias for Fresno City Council 2018.
With Organic Pastures Raw Milk, you're getting a product that has been meticulously managed from grass to glass. From our pastures to our dairy, creamery, and distribution, we work hard to produce a product that is safe and clean for you.
Got lactose intolerance or dairy allergies? Discover delicious raw milk and discover dairy the way it's supposed to be. We provide tours and would love to see you. Come visit the cows, watch the milking, the cheese being made, and learn all about raw milk. We're just 20 miles south and west of Fresno, California. Call to schedule a tour at 559-846-9732. Fresno Dixieland Society presents the Sounds of Mardi Gras, February 7th to the 10th, 2019, at the Doubletree by Hilton. Get your tickets today. For more information, go to FresnoDixie.com or call Linda at 209-534-1924. Again, that's 209-534-1924.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
This
Anne Ainsworth's books of poetry and scriptures are available at CondioPress.com and as ebooks at Amazon.com. Diane hopes the words in her books will convey the unconditional love Jesus has for you. Learn more at God'sInspirationsBlog.wordpress.com and get a copy of Diane's books today. Protect yourself by letting private investigator Michael Morgan Clark get the facts you need in matters of infidelity and divorce, corporate investigations, criminal defense, workers' comp, child parental abduction, wrongfully accused. Michael Morgan Clark will investigate anyone. Call 559-785-1900 or visit clarkinvestigations.com.
At Laulea Travels, we strive to make your vacation experience as relaxing as possible. From the time you start dreaming about it to the time you're sharing your vacation photos with your friends and coworkers. Our vow is to treat your vacation as if it were our own. If personal service, attention to detail, and years of travel experience are important to you, then let Laulea Travels plan your next dream vacation. Visit LauleaTravels.com or call 559-360-1933.
Looking for work? Tired of minimum wage? For as low as $200, become certified as a forklift driver at the Certified Forklift Training Center. Call 559-325-8097 or visit cftc.net.
The Saga of Bridget and Amanda by Carol Love Forbes brings to life the struggles of historical women in early America. Find the Saga of Bridget and Amanda on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and order your copy today.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Hey, it's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Andrew Jantz. Andrew Jantz. And I'll say it again, Andrew Jantz, because you can't say it enough, right? Welcome to the show, Andrew.
Thanks for having me on.
So I'm honored to have you here. I mean, I'm sitting here in the studio and we're doing an internet thing, but you're running for Congress, man, and you got a lot of stuff. I've seen some of your ads on TV. Mm-hmm. So I'd like to start with, one, you're a DA, and we're going to talk a little bit about your time in the DA office. But two, what is it, Andrew, that prompted you to step up? I mean, this is kind of a big step from the DA's office to run for Congress. What motivated you? What's putting you out there?
Look, I'm a big believer in having contested elections, and I have lived in this district for pretty much all of my life. Mm-hmm. And for the last 16 or so years, our member of Congress, Devin Nunes, has basically been unopposed after he got elected for the first time.
Right.
And so I don't think democracy works very well when you have uncontested elections. Members of Congress aren't held accountable if you don't have a viable opponent to challenge the record and to challenge the course. And so I got into this race very early on in April of 2017 because I saw my member of Congress, Mr. Nunes, not working for the Central Valley, more working for himself.
Okay, but you got Andrew. That, I mean, that's you're looking at somebody that's entrenched. They've been there. They've got all their structure and stuff, and you chose to take on the giant, basically.
Look, I am a prosecutor, as you mentioned, and my dad taught me when I was very young. He was a former Peace Corps volunteer. That people that are in a position to make a difference have the responsibility to step forward. And
It's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Michael Bedrosian with National Raisin Company. Michael, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I know that we're going to find out more about raisins than what I ever knew today because I'm holding something in my hand called raisels. What is a raisel, Michael?
A raisel is a golden. It's a golden raisin, and it derived from green grapes. And we dried it down. We turned it into a golden. And then, but we took another step further than that, or what you see on the store shelf, is we flavored it. We put a flavoring on it. Now, this particular one is one of our new products out. This is a pineapple flavor here. So. This is fairly new product. Yeah. You can get it online at raisels.com. And what this is that it has a pineapple flavoring on it. Okay?
Awesome.
And so
we got a whole bunch of stuff up
right.
here.
So Raisels came about roughly, I'd say, about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And it started out as something that we wanted to get kids to eat raisins. So in these past years, we found out that with these different flavors, the kids really like the different flavors and they come back to it.
You know, I always thought raisins were, I have to admit, I do recall seeing golden raisins, but I thought flavor A, flavor B, that was it. But there's a whole lot more out there.
There's a whole lot more. You know, some of the original flavors that came out, we have our orange burst. We have our lemon, we have our fruit punch, we have our, let's see, I know I got them. Yes, and our watermelon. Our watermelon is one of our popular ones.
You darn. And if you can't find these in your local store, you can find them online.
Yeah, they're not in the local stores yet. They're more in the school districts around the country.
Around the country.
A lot of kids know about raisels, but the parents don't. And so we're trying to bridge that gap by selling it online and also putting it on.
Kids come home and say, I got these things at school and they're raisels and they're really great, and mom goes to the store and she can't find them there.
Exactly. We hear that all the time. So right now we have available online, and this is one of our also new ones. It's chili lemon pineapple. And this is that's a really good one too.
I'm gonna have to try that one.
So we're trying to get the word out. A lot of the kids know about it, but we're trying to now available online, because what's happening is the kids bring it home. The parents say, I want it. I want to have, I like that flavor, but they can't get it, so they can get it now online.
But today, Michael, in today's market, the online shopping's not unfamiliar to most people.
Exactly.
And that makes it, most families can, I'll take some of those. They go online and they get it. So they go to National Raisin? Is that where they go online, or where they?
At raisels.com.
Raisels.com. Okay.
www.raisels.com.
Well, that's cool.
And we're seeing a lot of traction on that. People are starting to, we're getting the word out saying that you can get it online, and all the flavors are available online. And I think eventually, as we get into a few retailers, then the kids tell their parents, and the parents say, "Yeah, I have it available at this store."
Right.
It starts to on the retail space. I think it'll start to pick up.
I think so too. It's a great concept.
And I like to say this is, I always say that this is one of the. It's the original fun flavor golden raisin. It has the sweet and the sour. These products here don't have the. There's no added sugar or anything. It's just the flavoring. So, and the other products have the sweet and the sour, and the kids are adhering to both. And what we're seeing in the school district is that it's not just a one and done order. They're repeating the order. Like at my son's school district, they're ordering, they're having it on every week in their meal plan. So.
Well, it's great because they're not getting sugary stuff, or, baked stuff with a lot of flour, and they're healthy, and that's great.
And it has one fruit serving, so it's really good. It's really a good product for the kids.
That's great. Now, but National Raisin Company does more than just make raisins, right?
Exactly. National Raisin Company started in 1969 by my dad and his two brothers. It was Ernie Bedrosian, my dad Kriko Bedrosian, and Kenny Bedrosian. And we started out as raisin packers. We were farmers. So we started doing that processing, just regular processing bulk for cereal companies, for bakery companies, things like that. Then we got into the packaging, is what you see here.
This is you were saying before we went on. This is your old style packaging.
This the old style packaging here. People are well familiar with that one in the local stores.
And then these are the new.
This is the new style here. You're going to be starting seeing more of a up to date with the picture on it, and a little more redesign. It comes out at you.
A little more contrast.
A little more contrast. It shows a grape on there, and it sort of gives that feel. That
sun-grown goodness since 1969.
Right.
There you go.
So, I'm second generation. My dad passed. My uncle passed in 2014. There's one remaining brother left. So we're running the company. There's a second generation running the company, and so we got these products, the retail space. We got the raisins. We also do the prunes, the dates, the figs. I didn't bring those here, but there's a lot of different things.
You got a pretty good product line, and. What I learned about, and I'm not homegrown to the Central Valley. I migrated here, but I learned about I thought in agriculture you had farmers. They farmed their stuff and they shipped it off to the company that was going to put it in their stuff, and it went. But it doesn't work that way. Farmers they go to processors and processors provide to other companies and stuff, and National Raisin Company's kind of in that processor venue.
We have some of our own farms, but we have a grower base of where I work in our grower department, and we have growers that bring raisins to us, or prunes or figs or dates, and so what we do is we buy from them at a set market price, industry price, and then if they like how we provide a service, they would come back again year after year.
And they become part of your grower base.
They become part of our grower base.
And that's great.
And that's also a reason why I'm here today. If there's any raisin growers out there that doesn't have a home,
National Raisin Company
call
might
me.
Be a place.
National Raisin, you can call me. I think my phone number will be on the screen.
What is it? So just because.
I'm Michael Bedrosian. It's 559-351-8670.
All right.
And you can call me anytime.
Does National Raisin Company have like a web page or any of that?
Yeah, you can.
You can Google it. And
Google it. National
Raisin Company.
National Raisin Company.
Listen, I know you and I'm a little older than you, but young people, it's all about can they put it in their phone?
Right.
And some of those young people now are moving into family farms and stuff, and they're doing, and that's where it's at. But okay, National Raisin Company, you got some great products, and you process. You're always looking for more growers of your products.
Absolutely.
For prunes, for figs, for raisins.
Yeah.
Of all kinds of
raisins. Right, all kinds of commodities.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, Michael, thank you for being on the show.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm looking forward to trying some of these.
Yeah.
And you
Thank
come on
you
back,
again.
and I know this is the busiest time of the year for you guys, so I appreciate you took time to come in.
It is. The raisins are coming in right now, and it looks like it's a really good year this year. It was a good growing season leading into the harvest. It's very dry. We just had a little bit of rain this last week, but but most of the raisins were already rolled up. So receiving looks great. Raisins look great. It's one of the best quality crops.
And I understand the market's really good for
this year. the market's good. The prices are higher where the growers are a lot more sustainable, and they're going to keep those vines in the ground. And that's what we're pushing at National Raisin Company, to get the best price for the grower that we can sell in the marketplace, and it keeps the growers sustainable, to keep the vines in the ground and
well,
to
that's
keep them
important if
profitable.
we're going to have more raisins for sure.
That's right.
Thanks again.
Thank
Michael.
you again.
We'll see you. We'll come back and we'll talk some more about this. And raisins, I like them.
Raisins. People know about it.
Raisins. And I'll
Thank
see you when we come back.
This 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in Clovis is now for sale. Nestled on a cul-de-sac in a planned unit development, the quiet neighborhood is near Sierra Vista Mall, grocery stores, and Clovis Unified Schools. This well-maintained home, featuring an open kitchen with a breakfast bar, dining area, a family room with fireplace, ceiling fans, vaulted ceilings, and inside laundry room. The large master suite has 2 large closets, a roomy bathroom with shower, and exterior door leading to the patio. Located near the intersection of Gettysburg and Fowler Avenue, call Mike Briggs Properties at 559-486-6758 to buy this home today.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Hey, it's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Joe Martinez with EOC. Joe,
Steve,
welcome to the show, and
thank
we're going
you.
to talk about
Great.
something very important. We're talking
Absolutely.
about youth homelessness here in the Fresno area.
Yes.
What can you let's lay it out for our people, Joe? What do we got? What are we dealing with
Well,
here?
the latest reports show that we have about 2,000 individuals who are homeless and do not have a place to sleep tonight. Basically, we're saying they're unsheltered.
Right.
Within that same number, we're estimating about 100 of those involve youth, children, mostly youth. And when we say youth, we're talking like 18 to 24-year-olds. According to the latest point-in-time count, and that's an official census count on the homeless, in 2017, the number was around 100 youth that had been identified as homeless.
You know, Joe, those young people, they hit the streets for whatever reason. You know, it's not important at this point.
Yes.
But they're out there, and once they get out there, they got to fend for themselves, eating and sleeping and so on and so forth. Bad enough, but they're out there in a community that doesn't run by the same standards that normal communities run by, and they become prey for the greater community in so many different ways.
That's right.
They're utilized. They're used for so many different things. And tell us about that.
Well, you are right, Steve. Young people, oftentimes when they are on the streets, they're putting themselves at risk. The streets are not safe. And when you throw in the mix of alcohol and substances or drugs, as well as predatory type of activity, as well as human trafficking, and then mental illness, when you put all that into this situation, you got a lot of volatility going on with our young people because they're extremely vulnerable to exploitation, criminalization. They're forced into survival sex. They end up taking jobs that no one else would take, not being paid a minimum wage. And so you're right. A lot of these young people do fall into that category. And then recently, Steve, we saw a report where 4 out of 10 young people do identify themselves as LGBTQ youth. And this population is twice as likely to be victimized, exploited, or a crime perpetrated against them.
How do they hit the streets in the first place, Joe?
Well, it's not by choice, first of all,
Yeah.
right? Nobody wakes up and chooses to be
Yeah,
homeless.
yeah.
Right, Steve. This has been going on for a while. We're talking a year, 2 years, 3 years. What we're seeing on the streets is youth who are part of the foster care system, who may have aged out. They're 18. There is no family support there, or what family they do have. Home wasn't a safe place to begin with. That's why they're in the system.
And unfortunately, that's out there.
Oh, definitely, most definitely. We're also seeing, as I said, kids who are coming out are being kicked out of their homes, and they're ending up in our programs. We have youth with mental health and substance abuse issues. Either they haven't been diagnosed, or worse, they have been diagnosed and they're not getting treatment.
Yeah, they're just kind of out there in
Yeah,
the mix.
they're pretty much fending for themselves, is what we're seeing on the streets. And these young people are basically surviving by any means necessary.
But they got a place to turn to, don't they?
They do. We just, Sanctuary Youth Services, we're under Fresno EOC, of course, and we do operate an emergency shelter for teens. And so we do provide a place to sleep, a place for them to be safe, someone to talk to, something to eat. Now that shelter is open 24 hours, 7 days a week through our youth shelter. We opened a new shelter called the Transitional Shelter under the Sanctuary, and this shelter is a little more different because it targets youth 18 to 24.
So it gets that drop through the crack.
That's right.
Age group.
That's
yeah.
right. That program was not available a year ago to serve this transitional age population. It is there now. In addition to that shelter, Steve, I wanted to mention we also have a drop-in center, which is a day center available to our homeless youth. And there, they're able to access like a Tuesday through Saturday, 9 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. And at this drop-in center, youth are able to access food, clothing. They can wash their clothes. There's a laundry service there on site. Take a shower.
Right.
We have youth showing up at our drop-in center with no access to a shower for 3 or 4 days, and they're showing up with the clothes on their back.
Right.
And that's about it. And just a safe place for them to rest. We noticed a lot of these youth come here to rest. We were told by the police department, Steve, that oftentimes homeless will rest in the daytime, and then at night you see them walking through the city. So when you're seeing groups of homeless individuals on the streets, that's because that's their way of staying alert, awake.
During the times where they need to be more cautious.
Yes. Unfortunately for these individuals, they fear that they won't wake up tomorrow, Steve.
Yeah, that's the deal.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, so first off, the young people we're talking about, they're out in the street not necessarily having access to where they can watch this particular show.
Yes.
But how do they find out about the services you provide?
That's a great question. I would like to say social media, first of all, because we are talking about a very high-tech age population.
All right.
They love social media. They're on a computer. They have access to the internet. And so a lot of times we hear youth saying, we looked you up. We typed in your name.
How do they look you up?
Library. A library is the number one answer that we get.
Okay.
A lot of times these kids have their own phones, and as long as you have free Wi-Fi, like at Starbucks or McDonald's, they're able to go.
What do they look up online? What do they Google in order to find you or your group?
I love that word, Google.
Yeah.
What they look up basically is homeless services. They look up homeless youth. Our name is pretty well out there, the Sanctuary, and then they go there and they read and they like what they see and hear. And they come to our program saying, I heard about your program through social media.
Do you have a Facebook site?
We do.
Hey, it's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Art Peraza. Did I get that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and Art, you are with the Dungeon MMA and Fitness Center.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What a grip. Good deal. So, MMA, Dungeon MMA and Fitness Center. It sounds like maybe we're doing a little martial arts or something here.
Yeah, the primary focus of the school is martial arts in general.
Okay.
But we do have fitness aspects in the gym. So we do have a boot camp in the morning, like a 6-week fitness challenge, and then we do just have private lessons.
Okay. That fitness challenge in the morning. Who would be the type of person?
Typically, it's been people that live downtown. People that are busy, and they're looking for in the 6 weeks to get in shape. Class reunions, weddings, travels, photos, just various things that their time management skills have not allotted it because they own their own businesses. They work downtown. There's not a lot of businesses downtown that can aid their physical.
Right. And you're located downtown. You said you're like what, across from the Fresno Bee? Is that what
That's correct. We're directly across the street, Route 99. Yeah.
That's kind of downtown, I'd say.
Yeah, yes, sir.
But how long have you been right there at that
location is going on its 4th year. I've been in business in downtown Fresno for 11.
You've been doing 11, but you were telling me that you're at this location because the first location you outgrew and the second location you outgrew. So now you're at this location and you've got, what, 4,000 square feet, you said?
That's correct.
Wow, that's pretty big.
Yeah, it's aided us to grow and continue growing, so that's what we're looking to, the expansion.
What's the philosophy of the Dungeon Fitness Center?
The primary philosophy of the school is mixed martial arts. The primary discipline that I study and teach is Kachikembo. I'm a 5th degree black belt in that system.
Okay.
And my focus is just being a traditionalist, that I'm producing more martial artists, not just these guys they call fighters, these MMA guys that are all tattooed up and bad behavior.
Right.
I'm about loyalty, I'm about respect, I'm about a family environment that your children, your wife could feel free to come train in our facility.
So yeah, the whole family can come down and they're not going to be offended or
Absolutely.
have to deal
That's
with,
my main focus.
Cool. And how's that working for you?
I'm blessed. That's all I can say. I'm blessed. Yeah.
That's good. But you didn't start out doing this. What got you into doing this professionally?
Professionally, just I was a collector before, a professional collector. Worked for various companies. Just the grind of the desk and not really doing what I wanted to do. For the 20 years, as I had a desk job, I worked nightclubs, I did bodyguard work, and that's what I did for a living.
A lot of people, when they think of martial arts, they do. They think of the fighters and stuff like that. But my understanding, Art, is that martial arts is great for teaching someone self-discipline.
Absolutely.
And you talked about, being a part of an experience that, and a heritage and so on. But it's the self-discipline that it teaches you that for particularly young men and young women, that can carry them not only through athletics, but in their schoolwork, in their professional life, and on and on.
I 100% agree with you. The whole thing with martial arts is that everyone comes to martial arts for different reasons.
Right.
They've had a scary situation. They feel that they don't want to ever be put in that situation. They have some personal challenges within themselves.
Right.
Everyone walks through that door with their own fight as they come in. We just try to, facilitate and work with that and aid them to become a better version of themselves. They're there not to answer any questions I have or a curriculum that I'm teaching. They're there to answer some questions to themselves, and we're just there to be a guide.
There you go. So you mentioned what you're teaching. What is your scheduled class? What do you got going on down there?
Well, we have the morning classes with Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30, 7:30, the 6-week fitness boot camp challenge.
Right.
We have 9 to 11 Monday through Friday. So we have a lot of boxers and kickboxers that are in that class. Either they're competing or they're officers that work the night shift or that third swing shift. And they come in the morning to train. So they're doing like USA boxing.
Okay.
And we'll be competing at, I believe it's going to be April 6th in Hanford. So my guy will be fighting for a title on that.
So you
bout.
got someone that's actually out in the business doing the fighting, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So I mean,
how is it? It's going to be good.
Yeah, he's already won the belt. We lost the belt in L.A. We're fighting for it again. I feel pretty confident we're going to get it. Absolutely.
And when is that?
That's going to be April 6th in Hanford.
April 6th in Hanford?
Yes, sir.
So some of the local people, you want to go down and support someone.
Local law enforcement.
That's
Absolutely.
it. There you go. Okay, what else we got going on down there?
We have kids programs, both in self-defense and MMA.
Okay.
So a lot of people ask me when they bring their children in, like, what class do I want to put them in? Sometimes it depends on your child. If he's a little rambunctious, you want to get rid of a lot of energy, we'll put him in the MMA class and start him out to just reduce the energy. And then we try to instill the values. In the traditional class, someone that's a little bit more timid, they're trying to build these parameters of being assertive and being self-confidence and having the discipline to come to class. It's a good class to start in, and then they always transition both. It's one fee for both classes. I don't separate it. My primary art is 5 arts together. Why would I separate boxing and kickboxing?
There you go.
There's martial arts.
But we also got stuff for women too, right?
Yeah, so we do women's cardio kickboxing Tuesdays, Thursdays, 6:30, 7:30, and Saturday mornings, 9:30, 10:30. That class has been devised for women that have desk jobs, work downtown, really don't want to get punched in the face, but do want to utilize kickboxing and boxing elements along with plyometric, isometric movements for weight loss and conditioning.
Works for them pretty good. Now, you told me you have something coming up in November for women?
Yeah, it's going to be November 4th, which is a Sunday. We primarily started the classes on Sundays for realtors and nurses.
Okay.
That class has worked well, and we're going to have a women's self-defense seminar. It's a 3-hour seminar. It'll start from 10 to 1, and that's going to be November 4th of this year.
Okay. You're downtown. You're across from the Fresno Bee. What is that street address again?
E Street.
E Street.
1635 E Street.
1635. We got a Facebook page. We got a web page.
Yeah, it's going to be CodgeTime.com is the website.
Okay.
You can find us on Instagram at MMA Dungeon MMA Peraza, and then on Facebook Arthur Peraza.
Okay. Well, very good. All right. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for what you're doing. It's really important for our young people to get that and to get respect and confidence instilled in them, and yet still, be able to go out in the world and feel good about themselves.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. You got a young person, or you happen to be someone that maybe isn't in tip-top shape, and you want to, maybe you got, like you said, maybe you got a school reunion coming up. Get a hold of Art at Dungeon MMA and Fitness Center, and I'll see you when we come back.
living legend. But Helga, his wife, is giving weekly briefings about the situation, economics, but also, they did this beautiful thing in New York City called the New York City Schiller Institute, Chorus. So they did this wonderful commemoration, memorialization of 9/11 victims in the Church of, I think it was at St. Padua, within earshot or whatever of Ground Zero itself, and that was a bipartisan. This is this moves at the same time. This cultural rebirth is going to move at the same time. We're going to have to realize something human about ourselves in the first world, and overcome some sort of some pride, and understand that patriotism is not exclusive with world citizenship. And I think President Trump made a little thing about this at the UN General Assembly. He was talking about sovereignty for each nation, which is ironic because the United States is not exactly invited into Syria, where they have this base in El Tanf and the region.
Stephen, how long have you been with the Schiller Institute?
Well, I have been studying the Schiller Institute for about 15 years, ever since out of high school. Right. They grabbed me young, and which, well, I was. It was during the time when we were fighting against the recall in 2003, because of the economic advisors that were surrounding Arnold Schwarzenegger, George Soros, and George Shultz. There were these privatization kind of gurus, and that's the whole plan that has been consistent from before I started the Schiller Institute. And Mr. LaRouche started the organization in the 70s.
Yeah. So what do you see? How do you see us moving forward with this?
I see us taking a look taking a real strong look at the videos at the website that's posted. And to take special attention to what Helga has to say every week. One of my mentors.
And we can find that on the Institute website also. Okay.
And you can look me up, but just by name, and you'll find me. But those are the important ones.
Those are the important ones.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to get out to the public while we got you here? You got anything coming up? Any events or something you want to share?
The weekly webcast I want to emphasize. Given usually on Thursdays, there's one that was recorded that you can catch again probably on.
And is there an archive of those weekly webcasts?
On the LaRouchePAC.com, Political Action Committee. And
so in this world of chaotic politics, there may be some sanity out there somewhere to be found. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's the cultural renaissance, the rebirth, and I'm talking very specifically about the value that we must rebirth in ourselves of the human individual.
The Fresno Art Museum, Michelle, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Same here.
Fresno Art Museum, located at Clinton and First
Street.
Kind of a strange place.
It is. It's been there 70 years.
A couple of weeks. And if more people haven't been through there, they should be.
They absolutely should be.
Clinton, pay attention. Clinton and First, Fresno has an art museum there.
That's
and
right.
It's pretty good size.
Yep.
Got a lot of stuff going on. Now, you said you have 8 galleries?
We have 8 galleries. One is permanent with our pre-Columbian pieces, and the other rotate every 6 months. We put original or grant-driven exhibitions of national interest in our spaces.
Kind of exciting, huh?
It's very exciting.
And got something coming up here pretty soon we're going to talk about. But before we talk about what we're going to talk about, let's talk about what we're going to talk about. It's been going on for how many years now?
19 years.
19 years. And so the name is a little dated, but we're going to overlook that because it is a major fundraiser, right?
Correct.
And when we raise funds through something like this, where do those funds go?
They go back into our general operating account, and that helps us maintain the building It helps us pay for our exhibition programs. It helps us with our children's education programs.
Wait a second, stop. Children's education program. Tell me about it.
We have huge, the Fresno Unified School District.
Yeah?
And the Fresno County Office of Ed Foundation.
Yeah?
And the Bonner Family Foundation.
Yeah?
And the Dan Martin Foundation are major supporters of our education program. We see over 6,000 third graders.
Wow.
Every third grader in Fresno comes through our doors.
Do they really?
They learn museum etiquette, they learn how to look at art, and then we have a gigantic classroom, and they go back to the classroom and they make art.
That's awesome.
We have children in the building every weekday from 9 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon.
Pretty good.
And all the colleges also participate.
Right, you know. But this thing we're going to talk about that we haven't really talked about yet. This is the big fundraiser, right?
Yes, this is our big fundraiser before the end of the year.
Before the end of the year, which is coming up pretty soon, I understand.
Very.
So, all right, let's just lay it out there. This is called Men Who Cook.
And some who don't.
And some who don't.
Right.
And should.
And should. The more the merrier.
Right. Okay, you said it's 19 years long it's been ongoing. When it first got started, it was kind of a catchy phrase.
Yeah.
You know.
It was cute.
It was cute. Maybe a little dated for today, but what is the theme? What is behind the theme of Men Who Cook?
Well, it's a marvelous community based event because we invite cooks throughout the region, primarily Fresno-based, chefs, celebrity chefs, chefs from the kitchen, chefs who are a friend of yours, and free of charge, they produce bite-sized somethings for up to 300 people.
Whoa.
So this year we have 51 stations, 9 of which are local artists. The rest are all chefs based in the area. They're making everything from vichyssoise to maple bars to very exotic, unusual things.
So my peanut butter and jelly squares probably wouldn't go, right?
Probably not, unless you added something special.
But that's what a great thing where you can go and participate in how many stations you're going to have?
We have 51 stations.
51 stations.
And only nine of them are artists, but the rest of them are all chefs.
Wow.
And for $40, which is now the entrance ticket, you can eat as much as you want from where you want. We have exotic tastings of beers and pistachio bourbon. And then we have wine and beer and soda and water for sale, which helps the museum because the bar is always very helpful. Yeah. And it's from 1 to 5 on Sunday.
On Sunday?
This Sunday, the 14th.
This Sunday, the 14th of October.
Correct.
Oh, 1 to what time?
1 to 5.
1 to 5? It's at 1 to 5.
Yeah.
1 to 5 in Fresno, Clinton and First at the Fresno Art Museum. You have the opportunity to eat like you'll probably never get again until next year when it comes back, and then it'll be something new. But what a great deal, Michelle.
It is a great deal, and people stay and they visit and they talk food and they just enjoy themselves immensely. We have a DJ, we give prizes. People can vote on which chef they think is best for vegetarian, for dessert, for meat, for whatever, and dessert. And then those people with the most votes get a Golden Spatula Award with their name engraved.
Cool.
It's very fun.
There you go. And they also get a chance to tour the museum at the same time?
Absolutely. All the galleries are open, and we encourage that, people to come through.
What a great time and a great way, if you haven't been, and I guess a lot of you haven't been, because you need to, come out, support the museum, eat well, get to see what's going on down there, and do it all at one time.
And you can buy your tickets online on our website, or you can pay for them at the door.
At the door.
Yep.
Well, that's great.
It's wonderful.
That's exciting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
And my thanks to the museum.
And come visit.
I will.
Okay.
Art is very important.
It is very important.
And I'll see you when we come back. 1 to 5 on Sunday. Get it. Tell us about this.
Okay, so this listing is over in Woodward Lakes.
Ooh,
it is
nice.
at 10595 North Seacrest in the 93730. It is a quick walk to the clubhouse where you have a Junior Olympic size pool, clubhouse facilities, gym, and those views you just saw of the lake.
Right.
This home has been completely remodeled downstairs. You see the nice kitchen.
Yeah, it's
Very
nice.
custom kitchen, lifetime warranty on the cabinets, granite, beautiful, gorgeous granite in the kitchen counters, newer bathrooms. It's actually vinyl plank flooring that can withstand a lot more, puppy scratches. There's,
It is
it doesn't-
family friendly.
It
as
is
they
family
say.
friendly, exactly.
And that's a good thing.
Yes. It has a gorgeous pool in the backyard,
We
3
saw
bedrooms,
that,
2
yeah.
baths, 1,624 square feet
Nice
on a
size home.
corner cul-de-sac lot.
Ooh.
In a gated community.
That sounds
American,
like a
yeah,
prime piece of property.
I think so.
What's the asking on that? Eh?
The listing price is $375,000.
Cool. That's a great price for it. Once again, the address on that place.
That is 10595 North Seacrest Avenue in Fresno, 93730.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
The area, I'm certainly more than happy to discuss it with anybody,
right?
Because I think it's the community benefits by bringing all of these cultures together and sharing with it. I mean, recipes, for example, of all these different cultures and trying out different foods, customs that other people have, and we benefit from learning about those cultures and incorporating them into our own lives.
We'd make a stronger community.
We certainly would be, and that's the whole purpose. I know that is one of the concepts behind Central Valley Talk.
Right.
Let's come all together. Let's work together as a unit, because it does take a community, and we are very blessed to have some of the finest representatives of the various cultures on the planet Earth right here in the Fresno area.
And for people that bother to pay attention, it seems like there's always something culturally going on in the area that you can find out, various celebrations, holidays, and so on and so forth. But if you turn a blind eye to them, you don't see them, do you?
Well, the variety here is very unique. We go everywhere from the Scottish Rite Games, and I'm sure you're familiar with those. We've had them in Fresno, Madera, and area, and then we have the Hmong have a celebration every year over at the fairgrounds. There's all sorts of social opportunities to learn from other cultures here. Fresno Pacific University has a presentation every year done by a lot of the people in the Mennonite community. Wow, just reach out and touch somebody and let yourself grow and expand. And as a businessman, it only makes good sense. If there's somebody out there that you can sell your service or your product to and you haven't yet reached out to them, take advantage of that. It only makes good sense business-wise.
And thanks for being on and sharing that with us today.
My pleasure.
You got anything else you want to share with the people before we close?
Only that, again, we're a blessed community here, and I think we need to really appreciate that. I do. I try to incorporate in my life a little bit of everybody else around. I think it makes you a better person.
I do, too. David, thanks again for being on the show.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
Something you may want to consider. We do have an incredible community, and I'll see you when we come back.
At Laulea Travels, we strive to make your vacation experience as relaxing as possible. From the time you start dreaming about it to the time you're sharing your vacation photos with your friends and coworkers. Our vow is to treat your vacation as if it were our own. If personal service, attention to detail, and years of travel experience are important to you, then let Laulea Travels plan your next dream vacation. Visit lauleatravels.com or call 559-360-1933.
Looking for work? Tired of minimum wage? For as low as $200, become certified as a forklift driver at the Certified Forklift Training Center. Call 559-325-8097 or visit cftc.net.
The Saga of Bridget and Amanda by Carol Love Forbes brings to life the struggles of historical women in early America. Find the Saga of Bridget and Amanda on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and order your copy today.
With Organic Pastures Raw Milk, you're getting a product that has been meticulously managed from grass to glass. From our pastures to our dairy, creamery, and distribution, we work hard to produce a product that is safe and clean for you.
Got lactose intolerance or dairy allergies? Discover delicious raw milk and discover dairy the way it's supposed to be. We provide tours and would love to see you. Come visit the cows, watch the milking, the cheese being made, and learn all about raw milk. We're just 20 miles south and west of Fresno, California. Call to schedule a tour at 559-846-9732.
Looking for work? Tired of minimum wage? For as low as $200, become certified as a forklift driver at the Certified Forklift Training Center. Call 559-325-8097 or visit cftc.net.
Fat Man's Alley, Hungry Howie's, and Scoops Ice Cream. Tower Health Food, Samba Steakhouse, Mike Briggs Properties. There's Tower Market, Farmers Market too. Kuka's and Landmark, Mr. Sushi for you. Chicken Pie Shop, Fulton's Pulley, Palomino's, Spinner's Records, Tower Bike Shop, Irene's To Go, Bobby Sal's Restaurant, The Perfect Blend, and Million Elephant, H&R Block, Starbucks Coffee, Piemonte's, Roger Rocca's Dinner Theater, The Second Space, Tower Tattoos, La Tienda, Me and Ed's is the place. International Furniture, The Review Cafe, Teasers World Tea Market, Love Oak knows the way. Typhoon Restaurant, The Game Preserve, and B of A. Sequoia Brewing, Russo Restaurant, Tower Clocks Today. Come to the tower, there's so much fun for everyone. Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun?
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Hey, it's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Officer Jackie Parks with the Fresno Police Department.
How are you, Steve?
Officer Parks, welcome to the show. Hey, it's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Johnny Gutierrez.
Johnny Gutierrez, how you doing, sir?
And we're talking about adventures here, Johnny.
Yes, we are.
Adventures, charters. But let's talk about adventures, man.
Okay.
You said you used to do a limo service and stuff, but you upgraded. You decided to move into something that was a little more satisfying for you, but gave a greater product to your clientele. Let's talk. Let's talk about this. What is Adventure Charters? What are we looking at?
Well, Adventure Charters and Tours, it gives people an opportunity and chance that want to get out and get out of Fresno and enjoy the day. Their day trips, majority of them. So anywhere from $20 to $35 per person per seat. You call me up, you reserve your seat, and we take trips all over California.
So you're not talking about just going out to the outskirts of Fresno County,
no,
right?
Sir, no.
No?
No, talking San Francisco,
really?
Santa Cruz, Pismo, Avila Beach. We go to the Avila Tequila Festivals, the Margarita
Now
Festivals.
that's an adventure.
It's an adventure. We have a great time.
Oh, that's great. And how many people do I need to do this, or do I
you
just
could come by? You could actually come by yourself if you want to.
Yeah.
That's why I started this up, because sometimes people want to get out and do stuff, and they don't have a big group to want to get a big bus and pay that big fee. So it's like, you know what? You guys could just call and pay for 1 seat or 20 seats, whatever you want to do.
So you've got regular schedule things going on that people that can join in with.
I posted on my Facebook for different events. My next one coming up, I just sold out for the Pismo Clam Festival, October 21st.
And you sold out?
Sold out for that one.
I can't buy a ticket for
Can't
it.
get a ticket,
Oh,
sorry.
man.
And just sold out, too, for Universal Studios.
Did you really?
October 27th for Fright Fest. We have one going there. My next trip going is November 1st. That's going to be for the 49er and Raider game.
Oh, that's going to be
hot. So, but I'm only charging $70 a person, and that includes the transportation back and forth, food and drinks for the tailgating, but they have to get their own game ticket.
They got to get their own ticket,
Yes,
but you'll get them there and home.
I'll get them there, feed them, and give them
that's
some
great.
drinks and bring them back safe.
So you like doing this, huh?
I love doing it. I love people. People come from different backgrounds, diversity, and I don't know. I just love it and enjoy it. And a lot of times we go to the beach, I see the kids and they're happy, having a great time, and some never been to the beach before. So
you were telling me you took a group of kids to the beach here a while back that had never been fishing.
Yeah, my sister loves fishing. My family, they love fishing. On our spare time, we love to go to the coast a lot and fish off the piers because you don't need a license for that. So I was actually thinking, how many kids never had the opportunity before to ever go out and fish or see the beach? So I put a trip on to Cayucas, and I only charged $20 per person, and that included, whether adult or kids. And I said, hey, anybody that wants to take their kid, a single parent has a kid, never been fishing, want to try it out, come join us, have a great time. My sister Stephanie, she works for the sheriff's department. She volunteered, and she paid for all the hot dogs and buns, condiments, and drinks. So it was a great day. We had kids come out, and we provided some fishing poles and, of course, the bait, the hooks and lures, and I don't know, it was just amazing. I loved it.
They had a good time, huh?
I think I had more fun than them. But
there you go.
As a matter of fact, there's this one little kid kept on trying to fish, and he couldn't catch nothing. So I said, let me try it. Let me try your pole. So when he wasn't looking, we reeled it in and put another fish on it. We threw it back in. Honest, true story, threw it back in.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He was so ecstatic. It made my day. His mom was pretty happy.
He'll never forget that, I bet.
Right.
That's a great thing, Johnny, that you did. Yeah. And so do you do... if I've got a group and I want to go to someplace special, can I call you up? And,
sure. You can also call up and hire our buses for your own private trip or charter trips. We do a lot of wine tasting also in Paso Robles. I also put them on for individual seats too. Usually during like Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, I'll have a bus go up there, but I charge $35 per person, and you pay for your own wine tasting fees as we go along. Usually I'll do 3 wineries, 2 beer tasting, and one of them will be Firestone 805. Where you can decide to have lunch or not. After that, back on the bus, and then we go to Avila Beach for 2 hours, and then back home. So you get a lot for your money.
That's great.
Yeah.
And where do you see this going in the next couple of years?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I just see people going out and having a good time and enjoying themselves.
Well, I got to tell you, Johnny, I never really thought about, I think about charters, like people that go up to Yosemite and stuff, but to have something ongoing here where I'm in Fresno and I want to make it to the Bay Area or whatever, that's a great service that you're offering.
Yeah.
So I want to get a hold of you. How do I do that?
You just get a hold of me on Facebook. It's under Johnny Gutierrez, and you'll see the bus, and it'll say Adventure Charters and Tours LLC. Or you can give me a call directly at 559-217-7547.
Again, 559-217-7547. There you go. Well, that's great. So, if you happen to be in Fresno and you think that you're stuck, you're not stuck. I mean, Johnny's got some great adventure tours going on. Get a hold of him.
But
go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No,
it's just not for the Central Valley. I mean, for Fresno's for the Central Valley.
For the Central Valley.
So we pick up in Visalia, Madera, Chowchilla, depending on which way we're going. If we're going down south, I'll pick up Visalia, Tulare that way. If we're going this way, then we pick up all the way through Los Baños. So
really,
it's the Central Valley.
Forget that. It's the entire Central Valley, depending on where he's going. Get a hold of Johnny. You might be able to make it.
Thank you.
Thanks again, Johnny.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
I'll see you when we come back.
Vote for Miguel Arias for Fresno City Council in District 3. Over the last decade, Miguel has collaborated with residents, public institutions, and business leaders to improve public safety, increase education access and success, and increase workforce training and jobs. As Fresno City Councilman, Miguel Arias will build upon this track record of success. Learn more at miguelariasforcouncil.com.
This message is paid for and approved by Miguel Arias for Fresno City Council 2018.
Fresno Dixieland Society presents the Sounds of Mardi Gras, February 7th to the 10th, 2019, at the Doubletree by Hilton. Get your tickets today. For more information, go to FresnoDixie.com or call Linda at 209-534-1924. Again, that's 209-534-1924.
With Organic Pastures Raw Milk, you're getting a product that has been meticulously managed from grass to glass. From our pastures to our dairy, creamery, and distribution, we work hard to produce a product that is safe and clean for you.
Got lactose intolerance or dairy allergies? Discover delicious raw milk and discover dairy the way it's supposed to be. We provide tours and would love to see you. Come visit the cows, watch the milking, the cheese being made, and learn all about raw milk. We're just 20 miles south and west of Fresno, California. Call to schedule a tour at 559-846-9732.
Harness the power of the sun and cut your electric bill down to size with Soltech Solar. Call today and request a free quote at 559-325-6907 or visit soltechsolar.com.
Certifying foster homes for placement of children suffering from abuse, neglect, and abandonment. To help, contact Lisa Caceres with Angels of Grace at 559-268-0000.
Tell us about this.
Okay, so this listing is over in Woodward Lakes.
Ooh,
it is
nice.
at 10595 North Seacrest in the 93730. It is a quick walk to the clubhouse where you have a Junior Olympic sized pool, clubhouse facilities, gym, and those views you just saw of the lake.
Right.
This home has been completely remodeled downstairs. You see the nice kitchen.
Yeah,
very
nice.
custom kitchen, lifetime warranty on the cabinets, granite, beautiful, gorgeous granite in the kitchen counters, newer bathrooms. It's actually vinyl plank flooring that can withstand a lot more, puppy scratches. There's,
It is
it doesn't-
family friendly.
It
as
is
they
family
say.
friendly, exactly.
And that's a good thing.
Yes. It has a gorgeous pool in the backyard,
We
3
saw
bedrooms,
that,
2
yeah.
baths, 1,624 square feet
Nice
on a
size home.
corner cul-de-sac lot.
Ooh.
In a gated community.
That sounds
American,
like a
yeah,
prime piece of property.
I think so.
What's the asking on that? Eh?
The listing price is $375,000.
Cool. That's a great price for it. Once again, the address on that place.
That is 10595 North Seacrest Avenue in Fresno, 93730.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Careful and wrote me this note. I carry it with me every day while I'm
That's
out there
awesome.
working. I'll tell you, we're blessed. We really are.
Yes, we are. Thank you for being on the show, officer.
Thank you.
Come on back and talk to us more.
I'll tell you, anytime you'd like to have me on any topic, I would be happy to come and talk with you.
And you guys and ladies, got anything, like an event or something going on that you want to get the word out? Stop on by.
Great. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thanks again.
Thanks.
All right. That's our law enforcement community, and it's pretty awesome here. And I'll see you when we come back. Tell us about this.
Okay, so this listing is over in Woodward Lakes.
Ooh,
it is
nice.
at 10595 North Seacrest in the 93730. It is a quick walk to the clubhouse where you have a Junior Olympic sized pool, clubhouse facilities, gym, and those views you just saw of the lake.
Right.
This home has been completely remodeled downstairs. You see the nice kitchen.
Yeah, it's
Very
nice.
custom kitchen, lifetime warranty on the cabinets, granite, beautiful, gorgeous granite in the kitchen counters, newer bathrooms. It's actually vinyl plank flooring that can withstand a lot more, puppy scratches. There's,
It is
it doesn't-
family friendly.
It
as
is
they
family friendly, exactly.
And that's a good thing.
Yes. It has a gorgeous pool in the backyard,
We
3
saw
bedrooms,
that,
2
yeah.
baths, 1,624 square feet
Nice
on a
size home.
corner cul-de-sac lot
Ooh,
in a gated community.
that sounds
American,
like a
yeah,
prime piece of property.
I think so.
What's the asking on that?
The listing price is $375,000.
Cool. That's a great price for it. Once again, the address on that place.
That is 10595 North Seacrest Avenue in Fresno, 93730.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Hey, it is Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. Doing this on a regular basis, I get to meet some of the greatest people and learn some of the most fantastic things. And I learned something new today. Did you know that Fresno has a Fresno Dixieland Society? Not only do they have it, but it's been here a long time. Not only has it been here a long time, but they have a Mardi Gras event, which we're going to talk about a little bit later, that's going to come up in February. But welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
Stephanie, you are the queen of the Mardi Gras.
I am.
And Joanne, you are on the board of the Dixieland
That's
Society.
right. That's
well,
right.
welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Dixieland and Fresno, who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Well, we've been here for 34 years,
Well,
and we are
that's
the
amazing.
best kept.
Hey, it's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. I'm kind of chuckling because if you can see the background behind me, what we're going to be talking about here is, if I say awesome, it's beyond awesome. Pat Ruley, welcome to the show. Pat is with the Renaissance Fair at Kearney Park.
Yes, Kearney Park Renaissance Fair.
But, what's going to be going on at the Renaissance Fair in Kearney Park?
What's going to be happening is the 4th annual Historical Medieval Battle Tournament California Classic. Sponsored in part by the company of the Gauntlet and Rose and 2 fair ladies that put on the Renaissance Fair. Oh man.
Now we're not talking about people getting out there with styrofoam swords, right, or lightsabers, or throwing stuff.
No.
We're talking about people that actually.
We're talking full
contact
armor,
full
shields, helmets, chainmail,
crazy
plate armor,
nuts.
Blunted weapons, metal blunted weapons.
Whoa!
And I mean, full blows. It is last man standing. It's like, how many times have you ever been to a boxing match and it goes the full 12 and then goes to a decision?
Yeah.
Full night of that.
Yeah,
it's boring. Not here. Every round, last man standing. Boom! It's like getting a knockout win every time.
Okay, now Renaissance fairs have been going on for a while, but this stuff is relatively new, isn't it?
This is. It came about. Well, obviously, growing up, everybody had their heroes: the football, baseball, basketball,
Right.
and kids could grow up and go to college for that. But there was nothing for us us kids that like to play with swords and knives and knights and dragons and things like that. Well, apparently in 2009, the Historical Medieval Battle International Association had their first Battle of Nations, and it featured country Russia, Ukraine,
I mean,
Poland.
Pat, you're talking a real battle of nations.
Real battle of nations.
It's not just in the title. We're talking various nations coming in and bringing
Yes,
their
from all over the world. Then 2012, USA said, "Hey, we got to get involved
want
in this."
some of that?
and here we are now, California. We have 2 qualifiers.
Do we?
Out here at Kearney Park,
Right.
the 4th annual Medieval Battle Tournament. Will be a qualifier for Team USA for guys who are trying. All the clubs in the United States who are trying to become part of Team USA.
There's clubs.
Yes, we have clubs represented all
over the place?
There's Order of the Gauntlet and Rose, Club Ursus. There's tons of them all over the United States as well. Yeah, it's
and they suit up and
they suit up. I mean, they've got a passion for it, just like guys who like to play football, and get in there,
You get out there and
UFC.
Okay.
These guys are great too. But I mean, this is the original extreme.
This is it. Okay, so they got a qualifier here, and where's the other qualifier?
The other California qualifier is in Sonora. That happens in March, and that one's a huge deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, these guys, you can see in the background. I mean, it's no
look at those
joke.
guys.
It is full contact.
And you're out in the middle of those, right?
I'm standing off to the side. I'm smarter than all these guys. I mean, no, I'm not part of Team USA. It's against the rules to get in there. I'll stick with that story.
There you go. I get that. Man, that's incredible. So, all right, 212 Team USA decides to become part of it. How are we doing in our participation?
In 2018 we were top 4.
Really?
Finishing in Rome, Italy. This year we're looking to take it even further in Serbia.
Serbia.
I'll have to look at my phone for this.
Okay.
I give you the name of this exactly, but this year it's going to be at the Fortress of Smederevo in Serbia.
Whoa!
May 2nd through the 5th, 2019, and that's all over the world. That's the 10th annual Battle of Nations.
And they're all going to come there and beat each other up. Beat
each other. But prior to that, they got to get on Team USA in November 10th and 11th.
Okay, how many qualifiers do they hold?
Here in California,
No,
there
just
are 2.
2 in California.
Otherwise, out
Throughout
the
the
country,
nation.
there are a few others. I can't quote exactly off the top of my head, but I mean every region has
qualifiers, and they come here. Okay, from this, once they get here, then do they make the team here? Is this the final? pass?
This would be one of these. There'll be one more
after
qualifier
this.
in March, and those guys will go on to compete in Serbia in May. But in the meantime, they come out.
And this is going to be out here in Kearney Park.
Out at Kearney Park.
November 4th?
November 10th and 11th.
10th and 11th.
10th and 11th, both days. And we've got
they're going to be beating each other up both days.
Going to be beating, and there's going to be a jousting exhibition there. We've got food vendors, full Renaissance fair. Court of Henry VIII.
Yeah.
The homemade root beer vendor there, smoked pulled pork from the Hungry Hog, Weasel Inn Sarsaparilla, Oscar's Meat Pies, makes some of the best meat pies you'll ever have. It's an incredible weekend of fun and entertainment.
There's something about food at a Renaissance fair that, I don't care. It could be a McDonald's burger, but if it's a McDonald's burger at the Renaissance, it just tastes so much better. But when you get, they get some incredible foods, meat pies and homemade root beer and stuff like that. That's awesome stuff. And it's here in Fresno, and we can go right here to Kearney Park and participate, and we can dress up, right? We can
Yes,
come in
you
costume.
can dress up.
Yeah.
You can rent a costume, or you can just come as you are and come out and enjoy the day. There's going to be plenty of bleachers when there's not Battle of Nations going on. There's other stages of entertainment going on.
And they
out
got
of
the
control.
royalty, the king and queen, all that
Royalty,
stuff going.
there's pirates.
Yeah.
There's something for everybody. It's a full day of entertainment. It's $15 for adults to get in.
For a
this
full
thing.
day.
For a full day. Multiple shows. You can't even do a movie for that.
No, you can't.
And this living history in the outdoors and seeing this, I guarantee it is better than any boxing or fighting match you will ever attend.
I may come and watch, but I don't think I'll participate.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. You can have some pulled pork from the Hungry Hog with me.
There you go.
We'll
That
sit back
sounds
and
like a plan.
Eat pulled pork, baked potato, and some root beer, and watch these guys beat the hell out of each other.
Awesome. Sounds good. That's November 10th and 11th.
November 10th and 11th, Kearney Park.
Come out and see
TwoFairLadies.com.
these crazy people beat each other up with swords and axes and all sorts of stuff, and you can be right there.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is.
Pat, thanks for coming back and sharing
Thank
that
you
with
again.
us. And when is Sonora?
Sonora happens in March, second weekend of March.
Come back and we'll talk about that.
We will.
When you come back and talk about that, I want to know, if I don't get a chance to make this, I want to know what happened, right?
I will.
You let me know.
I will be back. I will let you know for sure.
All right, sounds
Thank you
good.
so much.
And you can find out about this on Facebook.
Facebook, Kearney Park Renaissance Fair, TwoFairLadies.com, Company of the Gauntlet and Rose .org.
Okay. So it's out there. You can find out about it. Check it out, man. This is $15 a person for a full day. Doesn't get any better than that in the Central Valley. And I'll see you when we come back.
At Laulea Travels, we strive to make your vacation experience as relaxing as possible. From the time you start dreaming about it to the time you're sharing your vacation photos with your friends and coworkers. Our vow is to treat your vacation as if it were our own. If personal service, attention to detail, and years of travel experience are important to you, then let Laulea Travels plan your next dream vacation. Visit lauleatravels.com or call 559-360-1933.
Tell us about this.
Okay, so this listing is over in Woodward Lakes.
Ooh,
it is
nice.
at 10595 North Seacrest in the 93730. It is a quick walk to the clubhouse where you have a junior Olympic sized pool, clubhouse facilities, gym, and those views you just saw of the lake.
Right.
This home has been completely remodeled downstairs. You see the nice kitchen.
Yeah, it's
Very
nice.
custom kitchen, lifetime warranty on the cabinets, granite, beautiful, gorgeous granite in the kitchen counters, newer bathrooms. It's actually vinyl plank flooring that can withstand a lot more, puppy scratches. There's,
It is
it doesn't-
family friendly.
It
as
is
they
family
say.
friendly, exactly.
And that's a good thing.
Yes. It has a gorgeous pool in the backyard, 3
saw
bedrooms,
that,
2
yeah.
baths, 1,624 square feet
Nice
on a
size home.
corner cul-de-sac lot.
Ooh,
In a gated community.
that sounds like a prime piece of property.
I think so.
What's the asking on that? Eh?
The listing price is $375,000.
Cool. That's a great price for it. Once again, the address on that place.
That is 10595 North Seacrest Avenue in Fresno, 93730.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Do you or a loved one have memory problems or mild Alzheimer's disease? Then you may be interested in the Daybreak ALZ clinical research study. The Daybreak ALZ study is a clinical research study for people with memory problems or mild Alzheimer's disease. The study will examine an oral investigational drug that may have some effect on the brain changes associated with Alzheimer's disease. The study is designed to find out whether this investigational drug, or study drug, can slow down the decline in memory and mental functioning. If you're interested in participating in the study, contact NeuroPain Medical Center at research@neuropain.com or call 559-437-9700, extension 310.
Welcome back to Central Valley Business. I'm your host today, Mike Briggs, sitting in for Steve Walling, who took a day off. If you're watching and you're thinking, wow, this show is so cool, I would like to have my business featured on the show, or if you have an event coming up or you have a service you provide to the community, you could come on the show. It's free, you know, and we want to let our viewers know about the best of Fresno and the best of the Valley. What's good about Fresno? There's a lot of good about it, and that's what our shows are about. It's not just this show. We have a wedding show, a real estate show, art show, author show, a music show, show just for seniors, citizens, home improvement show. So we have all kinds of shows that you can come feature your business, your event, or if you just want to talk, come on. We'll let anybody talk about anything as long as it's nice. Also, after the show, some people want a copy of their interview, which you can order. And when you do that, we put it on YouTube. Go check out our YouTube channel. You won't be the first to do it. Over 590,000 people have checked out our YouTube channel in the last year and a half or so. So go check it out. Just go to YouTube, type Central Valley Talk, or just Google Central Valley Talk. You'll find our YouTube channel. Now, we stumbled upon something new. We're broadcasting live on YouTube and live on Facebook and live, of course, on our channel, CentralValleyTalk.com. If you want to be a guest, go to CentralValleyTalk.com and click the box that says, I'd like to be a guest. If you'd like to have your own show, there's a box to click for that. And if you'd like to advertise, we'd love to have you advertise. By the way, we're having half price. You get about 1,000 ads for $125 for the month. It's a really, really, really good deal. Now, talking about what's good about Fresno and what's good about Clovis and the entire valley, our guest from ABC, Pack, and Print, Danette Lewis.
Hi.
I said your name right, Danette?
Yes, you did.
And now you're in Old Town Clovis.
Yes, we're on 4th Street between Woodworth and Pulaski.
Between Woodworth and Pulaski, good. And then pack and ship. I can only guess what you do there. You pack stuff and ship stuff?
Yes, we do that. We can do United States Postal Service.
Actually, pack and print.
Yeah, but we pack and ship too.
Okay, good.
But we do United States Postal Service, FedEx, and OnTrack, and DHL. We can't do UPS. We're too close to a UPS store.
Oh, boy.
So that's kind of a bummer,
Yeah. But I see a lot of UPS stores, but when I need a FedEx, I can never find a place to do that. So I know now, Clovis, Pack, and Print. Now you print, too.
Yes, we do photo prints and canvas prints. We can go up to 44 inches.
Wow.
And we also scan and print construction plans.
Okay.
And there's nowhere around Clovis that does that.
I know.
So
If you need a
trying to get the word
giant
out.
scan, it's hard to get that done anywhere.
Right.
Now, can we just have it scanned and get a file from you? Or do we have to print it?
You can, like, if you have a print on your phone,
Mm-hmm.
you can either plug in your USB to our machine or send us an email.
Right.
And then we'll put it over to the machine
Nice.
and then print it that way.
And I need the opposite. I have a big map that I want scanned, and I want the file back. So just
Yeah,
a
we
file
can do
instead of
that.
printing. Good. You
We
can
can
do
do
anything
that.
there. Now, what are your hours?
We are open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. till 5:30 p.m.
Okay, and you're not brand new. You've been there a year.
No,
I
we've
think.
been there a year in October.
Okay, and you're gonna have a big ribbon cutting or something?
Yeah, we're going to have our ribbon cutting with the Clovis Chamber of Commerce, and it's going to be really fun. It's October 4th from
October
5
4th.
p.m. to 7 p.m. There's going to be food and prizes, and Mel and Peggy Mason are going to be playing for us, and
Oh,
he's kind of a regular around Old Town, so
Okay.
it'll be really fun. And we're going to have drawing for prizes and.
If you've never gone into ABC Pack and Print in Old Town Clovis, that's a good time to do it. October 4th?
Yes.
What day of the week is that?
It's a Thursday. It's next
So
Thursday.
Be at the end of the day.
Yes.
Oh, a week from today.
Yes,
Or-
a week from today.
Since this show repeats over and over, it'll be October 4th. That's a Thursday, but it's in the evening from 5?
5 to 7 p.m.
5 to 7. Get some food, win some prizes, and welcome. Can't say this new business, but I guess a year you're going to make it.
Yeah.
You'll be there. You'll be there on
We're trying
time.
to just keep getting the word out and trying to get more people in the store.
Now, do you have a Facebook or a web page people could check you
Yes,
out?
we have a Facebook, and we're on Facebook. It's ABC Pack and Print, and our website is ABC Pack Print at. Oh, I'm sorry. that was our email. Our email is abcpackprint@gmail.com.
Okay.
And Our actual website address is www.abcpackandprint.net.
Yeah, we have it on the screen too, so you'll be able to find them. Now, I found you on Instagram. Somebody's doing a heck of a good job.
I'm trying.
Oh, you're doing
It's
that.
me.
Okay, you're doing that. I was going to say, you must have a 20-year-old doing all this technology stuff, but you're doing
Nope, we're doing it ourselves for
very
now.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I want to say again before we close, unless there's something else you need to add.
Oh no, that's
Tell us again your address, your phone number, and your hours.
okay. We're located in Old Town Clovis at 519 4th Street, and we're right in between Pulaski and Woodworth, right directly across from the American Legion. And we're open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 5:30 p.m.
Okay, and I'm going to go to Clovis Pack and Print on October 4th. They're having kind of a ribbon cutting, kind of a grand opening after a year, and I'm going because there's free food and there's prizes.
Yes.
And I want to meet your business.
Yes, well, thank you.
Anyway, if you didn't get the address down or you didn't get the information down, call us here at Central Valley Talk. I'll give you the direct contact info for Clovis. ABC Pack and Print, ABC Pack and Print in Old Town Clovis on 4th Street. We'll be back with more Central Valley business right after this.
Harness the power of the sun and cut your electric bill down to size with Soltech Solar. Call today and request a free quote at 559-325-6907 or visit soltechsolar.com.
Tell us about this.
Okay, so this listing is over in Woodward Lakes.
Ooh,
it is
nice.
at 10595 North Seacrest in the 93730. It is a quick walk to the clubhouse where you have a junior Olympic sized pool, clubhouse facilities, gym, and those views you just saw of the lake.
Right.
This home has been completely remodeled downstairs. You see the nice kitchen.
Yeah, it's
very
nice.
custom kitchen, lifetime warranty on the cabinets, granite, beautiful, gorgeous granite in the kitchen counters, newer bathrooms. It's actually vinyl plank flooring that can withstand a lot more, puppy scratches. There's,
It is
it doesn't-
family friendly.
It
as
is
they say.
family friendly, exactly.
And that's a good thing.
Yes. It has a gorgeous pool in the backyard,
We
3
saw
bedrooms,
that,
2
yeah.
baths, 1,624 square feet
Nice
on a
size
corner cul-de-sac lot.
Ooh,
In a gated community.
that sounds
American,
like a fine piece of property.
I think so.
What's the asking on that? Eh?
The listing price is $375,000.
Cool. That's a great price for it. Once again, the address on that place.
That is 10595 North Seacrest Avenue in Fresno, 93730.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Welcome back to Central Valley Business and Events. We celebrate events going on in Fresno. We like to meet businesses. We just want to celebrate what's good about Fresno and the Valley, the entire Valley. That's why we're called Central Valley Talk. By the way, visit our YouTube channel. We began a couple years ago posting some of our interviews to YouTube to kind of serve as a record and an archive and historical record. So go to our YouTube channel, Central Valley Talk, or YouTube. Just Google Central Valley Talk and our YouTube channel will pop up. You won't be the first person to go there because over 500,000 people have visited our YouTube channel, so check it out, please. By the way, if you want to be on the show, go to our web channel, centralvalleytalk.com. There's a little button you could click that says, I'd like to be a guest, and next thing you know, you're a guest. We have a lot of shows. Now, have you ever heard anybody say there's nothing to do in Fresno? Well, there's something to do every single day. Cool stuff, too. Our next guest, Dave
Braze.
Dave Braze with the Alumni Association of Fresno High, would you say?
Fresno High Alumni Association.
Yeah, and Fresno High has such a rich history, and they're going to, induct some people, I guess, coming up here.
Well, we're going to do our 12th annual Wall of Champions dinner. Okay. Fresno High is the Wall of is the School of Champions, so we're going to do the Wall of Champions dinner at Pardini's on Wednesday, the 10th of October.
Wednesday, October 10th.
So 12th dinner.
Now, you don't have to be from Fresno High. If you're just interested in Fresno history, this is going to be a cool event.
Well, it has been for 11 years. This is our 12th year, and we have people on there that I think are some of them are household names.
Okay.
Like Frank Chance, who was the last manager to take the Cubs to World Series. He was a Fresno guy. Played in 1892, but he's already inducted.
He's already inducted. I think Chance Avenue is named after him.
Chance Avenue is named after Frank Chance. That's right.
Yeah. And tell us about some of the people this year.
Well, this year we have a pretty good slate. We have different people here from different areas of sports, but Ken Hoyt is one of the people we're bringing in. He's class of 1960. He was an all-around athlete, played baseball, played for City College on 2 state championship City College teams from 1961 to. Was a great boxer. They used to box at Fresno High intramural, and he was one of the best boxers in the school.
There, huh?
And very good athlete. Went to Canada, played real good up in Canada, and he was a very good athlete, Ken Hoyt. Joe Kelly was the basketball coach at Fresno High from 1942 to 1953.
Wow.
And his 1943 team had a person that most people should be able to remember, and that's a guy named Jay O'Hanion in Fresno, but he ended up changing his name to Mike Connors.
Oh, I'll be darned.
And he's known as Mannix, the TV star.
He went to Fresno High.
He was at Fresno High, but Joe Kelly was his coach, and Kelly came to City College and won. He was a great basketball coach. Takeo Kunishige was in the class of 1936, and Takeo has a very interesting story. Takeo actually played with my dad at Fresno High in 1935.
Oh, be darned.
And Takeo played on the first football team at Fresno High to beat the Drillers in 1934.
Who were the Drillers?
The Bakersfield Drillers, who were kind of the nemesis of most schools in this area.
Drillers.
Anyway, excuse me, Takeo ended up being an all-around athlete at Fresno High. He joined the Army in 1938. Pearl Harbor came along, and there was a presidential order where all Japanese Americans had to go to these camps. Anyway, he did that, survived that, came back to Fresno after going through all that, had 3 years of his life in Colorado in that camp. Anyway, came back and became a very successful businessman down in Texas, and then came back and opened the Daiichi Japanese restaurants in Fresno.
Daiichi, of course.
Daiichi, yeah. And Takeo there's a whole story there with him. But anyway, Dick Van Gelder was a basketball coach. He played at Fresno High in 1956 when I was a sophomore there. On a good team, real good basketball team. And that particular year, they almost won the Valley Championship, fell short. But he coached at Fresno High for 25 years. And he was a long-time coach there. The 1980 boys basketball team was the NYL champions, and there's somebody in there you probably remember because you represented the same Brian Setensich.
Yeah, he played there. That's right. Yeah, he did real well there. Yeah,
he did real good. But anyway, he was on the 1980 team, and Brian was a very, very good basketball player. But he was on the 1980 boys team. Don Jerkovich was part of the Jerkovich family, and the Jerkoviches are kind of highly represented on the Fresno High wall. They have one of the originals was a guy named Jim Jerkovich. And Jim was in the late 30s, and he ended up being the athlete of the year in California. And I mean, he's in there with names like, Ted Williams, and right before him and after. So he was a great. But Don Jerkovich
came along in the 60s. His older brother is Skip Kenny, who was the swimming coach at Stanford. They had one more, that guy. So, and Skip was a great coach at Stanford. Billy Kemp was an all-around athlete at Fresno High, did well, played different sports. Jim Weymouth will be inducted, and he